Have you taken a cognitive test?
No, I haven't taken a test. Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man.
He had a little pep in his step back then. Well, we hope that during Biden's first physical as president, that cognitive test actually would happen. And even Sanjay Gupta seems surprised it didn't.
I read pretty carefully through the doctor's report, and they mentioned neurological exam, but that was more in terms of testing motor strength and sensation and things like that. As far as we know, for President Biden, we didn't see any kind of test like that performed.
Joining me now is Texas Congressman Ronny Jackson. He also served as White House physician under Presidents Obama and Trump. All right, Congressman, so the current White House physician says Biden is fit to successfully execute the duties of the presidency, as long as Ron Klain makes all the decisions. No, I'm joking. So how would we know that without a cognitive test? Is that important in your estimation?
Well, it's absolutely important, Laura, especially in this particular situation. The man's 79 years old. 50% of the United States population does not believe that he's mentally fit, cognitively fit to lead this country as our commander-in-chief and our head of state. And so Dr. O'Connor spent 6 pages talking about useless stuff that no one cares about and did not address the elephant in the room, which is this man cognitively fit to be our president? Whenever President Trump had his physical done, I did a cognitive test on him. President Trump was the first president to ever have one done. And that was because the far left and the liberal media demanded, they were relentless in their pursuit of me in getting his physical done and including the cognitive test as part of that. We did that, and I did it because I was 100% sure that there was one single thing wrong with President Trump, and he said, let's do it, Ronny, I got nothing to hide. But they are just as sure right now that Biden would not do well on this test, and that's why they ran away from this, and they will not do it because they know he'll fail miserably. And he will validate what the public thinks about him right now, that he's not fit to be our commander-in-chief.
No, they went on and on about Trump's cognitive test. It was the most ridiculous thing. Anyone who spent any time with President Trump, there's no issue with his cognitive abilities, that's for sure. Now, here's a list of all the things that the White House physician says he checked. Okay, optometry, otolaryngology, I can't say that, ENT, dentistry, his dentistry, orthopedics, physical neurology, cardiology, radiology, dermatology, anesthesiology, and gastroenterology. Congressman, that sounds like a bad Scrabble contest, but dentistry? What? Why do we care about whether, he needs a root canal or not? This makes no sense.
He was literally just trying to fill the report, just trying to fill 6 pages of the report, and they did it as a written release. He should have got up there. Dr. O'Connor, who I don't know personally, he used to work for me. I don't really have a lot of respect for the man, to be honest with you. I don't think he's a man of integrity anyways, but he should have got up there and he should have stood before the press. Whenever I did President Trump's physical exam and I did his cognitive test, I stood in the press briefing room for an hour and 15 minutes and answered every single question they could come up with regarding his physical exam. And what do we have here? We have a written report, nothing but a written report, and a useless written report at that.
Yeah, the White House, by the way, Congressman, did make a big announcement today. Watch.
There were reports that President Biden was telling allies that he's going to run for re-election in 2024. Can you confirm, is he going to run in 2024? Is he telling staff that?
Yes, that's his intention.
Jen Psaki didn't even seem to believe that when she said it. That's his intention. So a little bit of a hedge there. Congressman, what does Biden look like in 2024? Maybe they'll come out with that cognitive test in 2023.
Yeah, there's no way, Laura. There's absolutely no way. You mark my word, he will not run for president for a second term. He'll be 82 years old. Then I'm going to stick to what I've been saying all along since he was candidate Biden. He won't make it to the end of this term. They will remove him at some point. After the 2022 midterms, they're going to have to address his cognitive issues. It won't be Ronny Jackson talking about it anymore. It's going to be the Democrats, and they're going to have to explain what's going on with him. And make no mistake about it, there's a certain number of people in the White House right now. Kamala Harris walks past that office every day and looks in there. She thinks, I'm going to be president pretty soon. And she might be right. She probably is right. And that's the only way she's ever going to become president, because she's not going to get elected. So there's going to be a big incentive to get him out of there.
Well, Congressman, perish the thought, because Kamala is even worse than the other one. Congressman, good to see you tonight.